I think many times people pitch ideas as if success and failure were widely separated and that success was clearly differentiable from the beginning. But I think what I find is that a lot of times you have to go a long way down a path before you know whether it's successful or not. So one of the main things that Facebook tries to do is Facebook tries to experiment with as many things as we can, as quickly as we can, so that we can differentiate the good ideas from the bad ones. I definitely empathize with this feeling that familiar things are changing on Facebook quite regularly. I think one of the things we're very aware of is that we have to balance our users' expectations of things staying exactly the same with what we very much feel is an urgent need to continue innovating. And it's very hard to do both of those at the same time. And so one of the things we're trying to do is, without slowing down our innovation pace, we're trying to be better at partnering with different companies, partners who work with us, to let them know about big upcoming changes so that they can anticipate those changes so that the expectations aren't as far off. But I think when it comes to fundamental change, it's something we feel is inherent in needing to stay a leader in the industry, is being able to change these things when we feel that new things can be built on top of them. I myself, being a coder, would love it if everybody knew a little bit of coding. I feel that what's more important, though, is that the love of coding is somehow conveyed. Not in the strict sort of algorithms and mathematics and all of this, but really the love of the empowerment that knowing a little bit of code gives every person to modify the computers they work on, to add something to the mobile phone they have. That's the power that I hope students sort of embrace when we teach coding in schools. I don't honestly know why Poke still is on the site. It's very buried. You have to look for it. I don't know if it's, for instance, nostalgia for the feature. It has been around for a very long time. I don't know if a small set of the users that we have might be rabid fans of Poke. But people do ask that quite a bit, and I'm not actually sure what the answer is.
Does Mark poke?
Yeah, great question. I've never been poked by Mark. I have never poked him. I don't know if people poke him. I assume they do, but I don't actually know if Mark pokes. All employees use the product every day to manage things like Facebook groups where we discuss new features coming up and whatnot. I've also seen one of Mark's most popular things on Facebook is his page dedicated to his dog Beast. And so it has some ridiculous number of fans, maybe like 1 million fans, but a lot of people follow Beast's page, which he maintains. And I've always thought that was sort of a funny use, a funny demonstration of how he himself uses Facebook.